Patrick H. Martin was a multitasker long before that term was in vogue. For starters, Martin defended his doctoral dissertation for his Ph.D. in history right in the middle of his freshman year law exams back in 1974. After graduating from Duke University Law School, Martin moved back home to Louisiana and began teaching at LSU's Paul M. Hebert Law Center in the fall of '77. His expertise was in the burgeoning oil and gas industry. Without a doubt, his knowledge, publications, and teachings have helped shape our state's largest industry.
Pat is certainly recognized as an authority in the field nationally. I have been teaching mineral rights in the falls since 1996. So for the past 15 years, Pat, Martin, and I have kind of tag teamed it, and I guess you'd say that if you've taken mineral rights at LSU, you have it down pat.
Pat has done perhaps more for the state in the greatest industry there is, the oil and gas industry. And his writings, his teaching, his involvement with students, with those in the bar and in the bench, than perhaps anyone in memory, in recent memory.
Of all his publications and treatise work, none loom larger than his treatise on Williams and Myers oil and gas law, which he authored with his colleague, Bruce Kramer.
Most of all, a good and close friend. He's been a colleague and a co-author of mine for 2 oil and gas treatises, a casebook, and numerous law review articles. He cares a lot about not only his teaching style and his teaching and the effectiveness of his teaching, but he also cares genuinely about the people around him, whether they be his students in class, whether they be lawyers in the audience in his continuing legal education programs.
This spring semester will mark 34 years that Pat Martin has taught at the LSU Hebert Law Center. He has taught courses in the areas of contracts, jurisprudence, and oil and gas. He currently holds the Campanile Professorship of Mineral Law and has served as the director of the LSU Law Mineral Institute for 5 years.
There was a period of time when he served as the Commissioner of Conservation, and that was, as I recall, a very exciting time in the industry. And so he had the opportunity in that very important role to have an effect on the law as it's practiced in the state of Louisiana. The market was such that the issues presented to him as commissioner were very, very important, and he's contributed in a variety of ways that are very significant to the oil and gas industry in Louisiana.
Pat Martin is also a devoted husband to his wife, Ann Cathy, father to 7 children, and has 1 grandchild. And when he does carve out some free time, Martin enjoys scuba diving, raising horses, photography, and playing music, to name just a few of his hobbies. His list of accomplishments is no doubt long and diverse, and his legacy here at the LSU Law Center will be felt for years to come.
I have known Pat for over 30 years now. Consider him the best co-author that one could ever have, but more importantly, the best friend that a person could ever have.
A teacher inspires. A teacher brings out in the student, law student or other student, the desire to achieve, the desire to release those qualities and talents that the student has within them but may not recognize them. That's the mark of a great teacher. That is the character of the teaching of Pat Martin.